Oh, that's where you could do that play. You could Youthful Brewmaster, Shadow Step your Youthful Brewmaster, and then Brewmaster the Kidnapper for combo.
Gnimsh keeps Brewmaster's opening hand, and it looks more like an arena start than anything else. And Koyuki's got some pretty good answers. He's got Backstab and Deadly Poison. That alone will answer 3 of these 2 drops.
Yeah, Fan of Knives is a really great card against Paladin nowadays as well because of the popularity of Muster for Battle and the strength of Muster for Battle.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, SS7 agent.
Yeah,
That's also really good. Koyuki has a pretty strong early game control of the board. Control Rogue is something that we've seen Hype play, but many people really don't bring it because they feel like it's susceptible to a lot of the top tier decks currently.
yeah. I think it's very inconsistent as well. Whereas a Control Rogue, if you don't draw into some of your early game removal, then you can just lose the game straight out from there.
Right.
Whereas other control classes have don't have the potential quite as much to just get blown out in any given game.
Sure. So a Farseer. I mean, this looks pretty much standard Rogue that we see. Not necessarily Miracle, even though I know a couple people have tried it out recently.
There goes both his Brewmasters.
I know. Well, he's still got 2 more.
This is true. Wow. Koyuki just has the answers to just about everything. He's got Phantom Knives available as well.
Yeah. Well, I don't think this ancient Brewmaster will do much. Fan of Knives might pick up something cool though.
Yeah. Just the threat of Quartermaster can be enough to make people make inefficient plays to remove Silverhand recruits. And I think that's one of the reasons why Paladin's really strong currently. It's just because some, especially control classes, will go out of their way to remove those early game Silverhand recruits.
Well, just look, if you didn't have that Fan of Knives, the Quartermaster could have done crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Koyuki still can take advantage of the board here and just sap this ancient Brewmaster and start gaining tempo with putting out 1/1s.
Yeah. Next turn, he even has like an ancient Brewmaster for his SI agent.
The Brewmaster came back without a Brewmaster.
I have no time for games.
Well,
that's problematic.
Very annoying, but nothing that Rogue can't deal with.
Sabotage.
Well, I was thinking of whether or not Koyuki can get away with ignoring Sylvanas, but I don't think that's the case. You might want to suicide both, start from scratch with an Azure Drake. That's the obvious play. Is there something better? Because you can't create many tokens here. If you sabotage straight up, your only play afterwards is a Farseer, and you might lose your Violet Teacher, which is not ideal. Oh, okay. He wants to test for a true silver champion as well. Make sure to not lose his Azure Drake easily.
Also, it fits the curve betters. Well, there's potential that whatever he drew with the Azure Drake would not have been able to fill up the remaining 2 mana. He couldn't re-weapon up unless he wanted to use his Deadly Poison charge, so... and, of course, checking for true silver champion. Sabotage seems like a pretty inconsistent card. I played around with it a while for a deck that you made me, actually.
I like it.
And
so good.
it's really great in some matchups, but against Paladin sometimes I find myself in situations where I can't reliably clear off a creature that I want to clear off with it, or reliably combo with it to get the full effect.
Wow, that's pretty annoying. If only there was one card that could deal with taunts perfectly inside of Koyuki's hand.
Oh no! That's rough. Very rough.
3 health.
How convenient!
Well, the reality is almost anything that popped out would have gotten killed by the Deadly Poison.
This is true.
It feels better than killing a 2/1.
Yeah.
Because if it's a 2/1, you're like, I wasted charges.
Put your faith in the light.
The Succubus, even. I think the Succubus is probably the best card that you can get from Prowler Shredder. Even that dies to deadly poison, even though you take a little bit more damage.
Well, it's gonna wrap up game 2 as Koyuki does have Sabotage to get through. And oh, I thought he killed off the Ashbringer, but
Not quite.
oh, look at that. Rogue preying on Paladin straight up, and now we go into game 3. See if Gnimsh is gonna answer with